Me did Yanyanta Chua, and maybe I'm discovered for you, Pakuma Busia for Ghana. No, me used to tap send. Tap send. No fee mobile money transfer. Aye easy, aye convenient, aye fast, and sounds so free. Won't you share? Me discover aye mapim. Tap send. Intienne, also download the tap send app no ever mobile phone so free. Na first ka komo abusuya for Ghana fa na nyina. Tap send. Papa no.
Everybody check now. Check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Check it. Green select glucometer. Check it. Push sugar level for check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Now let me move on to my next guest, and he is the head of operations at Asuavo Security. His name is Kennedy Awuni. Now Kennedy Awuni is also joining us for us to do our show here this evening. I've told you, sir, there about security, and the reason we have to do this conversation is that Encheye and one of Africa's best rapper, aka South Africa, or call restaurant, or could didi kakra, or the boys. Omone nam ho bonkomo. Some gunman, kitty, ni trimpo. Wakuno. See here, you know, ye nyanchi odi pakumpo kuno. You go so your investigation. Now, ye chile crumple a bad day. Would it bring him back to life? No. Ye meet me, I see a bed jelly no. Matisse, also, I see a jelly do dry a 6 months back. Oko demwa no asamba. No asamba no be this in wuna be 6 months but no asamba sa. So the best thing you have to do is to protect yourself. And more being far, in fact, in same hunima mekum because okunwa on one vie free. Only kwa 6 months but papa better be before. Now why summer? So we need to learn, and that is the reason today we have the man from Asuavo Security. And as a matter of fact, Asuavo Security is one of the best security organizations here in Ghana. I have been seeing their works. All the major events in Accra or in Ghana, they have been providing security services for these people. So today, Kennedy Awuni is going to be our special guest. Akwaba. Bibi awakode. O tikua na awakte bro for bibi. Bibi ultimate. Se motise celebrating ye beefa, more security for another than about mutim. Ye fast the near cover black rasta, ne sako de motise e koswa. Aya more she na mo provide security more no. Aya said then amu.
Once a bonus artist beefs now, it's sometimes maybe people on the outer side will see it's something so critical, but within themselves they understand. Most of the times they understand what they are doing, and they know the tricks of the game that they are just on it. So we also, as security organization, we work with all of them. So we just stay back, we gather intelligence, we know how to put our things together, how we also keep our work safe in between. So normally we take it cool, and then we just play on both sides. Whoever goes, we go. We don't go and support this and say, oh, because this is my favorite customer, so we go on this side. No. Whoever comes with a clean business, that's what we do.
But I know as humans, no matter what, we have favorites. I believe if we should put artist A and artist B songs here, you might go for one. As a security person, where does your bias?
When it comes to security, we don't compromise. At all costs. You can never compromise when it comes to security, because security is something, the moment you compromise, which means there is a breach somewhere. It's very, very sensitive. So whenever I'm in this shirt, I don't compromise at all costs. So if Sammy says, okay, Kennedy, we want you to be on the show, or we need you for an event, and because maybe Sammy Rasta, I'm right?
Yeah.
Sammy Rasta is my friend, he comes, I say, okay, Sammy, you can go inside. Meanwhile, as he was coming in, he has a problem with this gentleman here. he goes in and does something and comes out. Whose fault? That's security. So the moment you compromise at a point, you don't know the harm it may cause in the future. So when it comes to survival security, we don't compromise at all costs. We make sure we work with due diligence and then we keep our integrity at all costs.
Wow. And come on the birthday. After the best start here, and of course, Kennedy here is representing Aswavo Security as head of operations here on the show. Aswavo Security, mobile, how many years? How long have you guys been in the system?
So I've always been in the system for, let's say, 5 years. We're heading towards our 6 years.
Who is the founder?
It's Mr. Richard Osei.
Mr. Richard Osei.
Yes.
The background in security a day.
Okay. Richard Osei also started as a layman, and then he joined the police service for some time, and then later he thought of trying to establish something on his own. So he thought of joining other private securities as well. So he gathered most of intelligence, and most of his guys are also from the security service as well. Myself, I also migrated from the service to here.
Which of the services? Army or police?
No, the NIB.
Okay.
Yes, I also migrated from there, and then there are a lot of guys in there because during the time we were just keeping things together, looking at how we can also establish something on our own that we can go far. Not just here. Yes, so that's how.
So is he a retired police officer?
He didn't retire.
He didn't retire. He just excused himself from the profession and
same
started
myself and some of the guys.
And started Aswavo Security.
Yes.
What is the main objective of Aswavo Security? Then planning more objectives as a company.
Okay, it's very broad. It's very broad because Aswavo Security has a lot of clients and it's very broad. We have a lot of people with different backgrounds. So our objective is we don't want to be in a situation where somebody will say, "Oh, I met this guy somewhere and
bribing."
Are you getting the point?
Yeah.
So Aswavo, even before event and after event, we have two sets of guards who are on site, those who are on duty, those who are background monitoring to see the way forward and how things are going, picking intelligence
for reinforcement and things.
We sit down, we analyze it and we see the way forward. So our objective is we don't compromise.
Not to compromise on duty
at all costs.
All that I have to do is to deliver excellently at all times,
as you've been trained to do.
How do you do your recruitment? Everybody say, send your kind or multi for 5 be more from the services and all. And then you'll be at a free service no more become home. Apart from that, how do you do your recruitment? Say, way by baby, way by kind. How do you do it?
Okay, Aswavo Security has two, let's say, two phases. We have the first phase, that's for the man guarding.
Man guarding?
Yes.
AKA bodyguarding?
No, man guarding means they guard residents, hotel,
companies,
station, any companies that you need a man guarding. We do
standby security.
Yes, and we have securities purposely for events. So I manage these two, but our recruiting is being done from how do you call it? We have this team that we call it. They do surveillance. Surveillance. So if a year, let's say maybe this year, we are looking at recruiting, let's say 30 or 50 events, standby guards. So we have a gym where we welcome people to come and then we interrogate them as they are on it, and then we keep looking at the person's background without your consent. We ask you if you are interested. And then people also comes and apply.
A gym owned by Aswavo Security?
Yes, owned by Aswavo Security.
People come there for free?
Not for free. It's in Dasuma, but not for free.
That's my which part of Dasuma?
Exhibition.
Exhibition.
Yes. It's close to the Pentecost. That's where the gym is.
So it's a commercial gym where anybody at all
can come in.
So as people come there and they are training, you realize that this person has the looks or
these are the people we use them purposely for events.
For events.
Yes, for events. That is where we scout them from, and then we take them through the training as times goes on. Some of them too come to the office when they see us. Most of the event that goes on, we handle it. So they will come and say, "We want to join." Then we will tell him, "Okay, come to the office. When you're coming, come with whatever particulars you have." And then we do background checks before we use any staff for
person for
Aswago
events.
because we handle most sensitive events. So if you
Yeah.
don't do background checks, we get any other person. Something gets missing or there is any situation, we don't know how to do
how to handle
traceability.
it, yeah.
Yes. So that's how our cybersecurity does our recruitment.
So does it mean everybody who joins Aswabo should be muscled?
No.
Because the way you said you do recruitment from the gym.
No.
Because gym there's some member, you know, be a bo or my body send me. Say my bo fine. Yeah.
Sammy, you see, in this our state that we are in, not everybody that is interested in security.
Okay.
Let's say in the private aspect of it, not everybody that says, "Oh, I want to be a private." Well, the moment you mention that, people see you to be in a certain, I say you are kind of, I say you won't hear this. They are more concerned about police, army, and all those stuff. So sometimes the way of getting them, when people will see you out there, they really would love to join, but how to approach becomes a problem. So most of the time when they see, "Oh yeah, the last time I saw it at event, boss, I want to join, I need work." I said, "Oh bro, we don't just do that. We have process that we go through, but not everybody who joins us will, I mean, let's say, automatically has to be muscular. We have a lot of guys we have intelligence guys also on the field, and
who are not muscular.
We are not muscular.
Okay.
You don't even identify this guy whether he's working for Aswago or not. They just come as normal, and
they don't wear uniform.
They don't wear uniform. They just come on just in their normal muftis. They go around
picking intelligence
yes.
for you guys. I see. How about background, like educational background? Do you consider that as well?
Yes, it's a factor. It's a factor. We can consider you in a certain way if we use it for a man garden. In that aspect, we look at the way you do some psych testing to see whether you're really fit for the job. But when it has to do with events, it's sometimes very sensitive. We do CPOs, we do everything.
What is CPO?
Close protection.
Okay.
Yes. So when it has to do with that and we don't factor all these things into it, and you are being given such opportunity, you will not be able to deliver. Maybe willingly you want to work, but how to handle such people and all those angles also count. So we factor those things very, very much. But sometimes we just look at it and then we consider if there is a necessary training we can take you through, so you can also better yourself up. That's why we will do that, if only you are willing to work.
So from SHS?
Sometimes we consider from JHS.
Oh, okay.
But
based on your maturity?
Yes.
Okay. So even from JHS, SHS, uni, it goes on like that.
Everybody's welcome.
Wow, beautiful. Now the story is building up and I'm loving the way it is going. Are you guys allowed to use weapons?
No, okay. Let me put it this way. Everybody here is not allowed to use weapon. But for your own safety, you can go for a weapon in the legal way. And Aswago is an institution that has gone far.
Okay.
So if I come here and say we are allowed to use a weapon, no, that is not how it's done. Because the state, the institution tell us the only security personnel that are allowed to use weapon are the national security apparatus. That is from police, immigration, army, fire service, and prisons, and so on and so on and so. So at any cost, any private security you want to use a weapon, you need to go through the right procedures, the right channels to get it for the safety of the organization and yourself and your client.
Okay, so it is not as if you guys are barred from using weapons. You can use weapons, but you have to go through the right process.
The right procedures.
I see. So which event do you consider going with a weapon, and which event do you consider going with the manual strength or the natural strength?
Okay, let me put it this way, Sammy. Aswago goes to an event, and let me put it this way: we don't go with weapons when we are going to an event.
Okay.
But I can say, maybe myself, I can choose to get a weapon registered in my name for my self-protection.
Okay.
Are you getting the point where I'm building?
Yeah.
Because every event we go, we have the police with us, we have the military with us, we have the fire service with us. So at all costs, I won't see the necessity of a survival guard getting in a weapon whilst we are going for an event. But we normally psych ourselves with our coughs, pepper spray, shockers, and then our sticks as well to keep ourselves well arranged.
Okay.
For the day.
So those ones are allowed to be used, like getting pepper spray,
Yes.
getting the tasers.
Yes.
Those ones are allowed.
They are allowed to use.
As a security person, they can
Yes.
get it at any.
Yes.
Okay, that is beautiful. Now, in terms of celebrities, because that is where our focus is, how you guys are protecting our celebrities. What is the deal with them? Do you have some people that you have signed agreements or contracts with them that they know that, oh, this artist is protected by Aswabo Security? Do you have some people like that?
We have people like that, but those are the, let's say, the international artists.
International artists?
Yes. Whenever they, right away from all the shows, all the artists came, they had their CPOs from Aswabo.
They had their close protection.
Their close protection
from Aswabo.
From Aswabo.
The international artists, like who can you, on top of your mind, remember?
I could say all of them. Okay, let's say even this current Afro Nation. McMill and Co.
So when he was riding back, you guys were following him?
No. But then we weren't there. But then when he came, he said he needed time to, because it was already arranged before he dropped.
What, you guys were on contract to protect him before he dropped?
Yes.
But when
he had a connection with the riders before.
Okay.
So we knew the locations where they move from and where they are coming.
Okay.
So we were just stationed at the 2 points where they will be coming.
Oh, okay. But you guys were not riding, following him as well?
No.
He was not wearing a helmet. Yes. So as a security company giving him CPO, did you advise him that what you are doing is dangerous?
With this point, I would choose not to talk about it because I think he should know what is good for himself.
No, I'm saying this because, like you said, you guys were giving him CPO, so it means if anything had happened to him, Aswabo will be
not
blamed.
him alone, all the Nigerian.
No, we are using him for a case study now. Like, if anything had happened to him, would you guys have been free?
We were his CPOs, not his PA, or let's say personal advisors that. We were not there when he was setting off with the bike.
But CPOs, you advise, isn't it?
We advise.
So, for instance, as the CPO for an artist, you can say, okay, you are coming to CTV this evening. Yeah. Don't use Osu Road. Use 37 Road because of maybe here and there. Don't you guys do that?
That is when I'm moving with you. I take full charge. When I'm taking the lead, I'm taking you here, or you are going here, and I know I'm with you. That is where I'll tell you this and this are the rules and how we go about it, because they don't know anything about how here is being rules, how the laws and the clause. So when I'm with you, that's why I'll tell you, okay, when we are going here, this is how we do it, this is how we do it.
Okay.
Are you getting it? So at a point when he has to say, okay, I need to have a time with these guys, okay, so you wait for me here, and then this guy has to be here for me. Okay. So when he sets off, even when he was setting off, I don't think there was a lady at the back of him. But later we realized there was a lady. So probably on and on. Maybe he met friends, and because already he had this connection with the bikers already before he came. So
that was what I heard. That was what I heard.
They had to free.
I see. So McMill, and is that all the Nigerian artists?
Ashake and
Burna Boy.
A whole lot. I could give you
a tall list.
Yes, if you.
Yeah, you can mention some of the names because I want to see your CV. I want to see some of your achievements because at the moment, if I'm not scared, I would say Aswabo Security is one of the best in Ghana at the moment. And if they are protecting all the top personalities who came to Ghana, then it means we need to know them and commend them for a good job done, because nothing happened to any of them.
Yeah.
Not apart from Arastar, who fell on the stage. And then I'm going to be in your hoshe, his stage, then I'm going to be in your hoshe. But apart from that, you guys protected them well. I remember when Burna Boy performed and he was leaving. You near the night zone. After the show at that was Afrochella, yeah? Okay. Were you also at Afrochella?
Yes.
Oh, I see. So you guys did Afro Nation and did Afrochella?
There was split of posts. It wasn't only for Aswabo.
Okay.
Yes.
There were other security
companies
also at some of these event grounds.
Yes.
Doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got it on the list now?
I'm on it.
You are on it. Okay, then let's move on to other issues because of time. Whilst Kennedy Awuni, who is the operations head at Aswabo Security, is trying to get us some of the artists or celebrities that they have protected over the years. Meanwhile, if you are watching and you have any question, you want to be advised, you want to know this or that, Kennedy Awuni is here to help us with some answers. So feel free. Our WhatsApp number is what is on the screen. You can also send your questions, send your observations, and send your opinions to the WhatsApp number, and I'll be reading it. Sammy Rasta is here. Abbas Muis is also here. Abbas is also into events. So I'm sure when we get there, when we get to their time, they'll also be asking their questions.
I think I have.
You have them now. Okay, so you can mention them on top of it. Yeah.
We had Ira.
Asta,
She
yeah.
came for the.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
She fell on the stage that
Yes.
I was talking about.
Yeah, but Ashake also here.
Ashake, okay.
Yes. We have Fireboy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Burna Boy also.
Okay.
And then I think one more here. I just mixed.
Yeah, I get
They
it.
are
I
just
get it.
so on and on.
No. All the guys you
Yeah.
mentioned are great guys who came here during the December and GH event. So it feels so good. So first of all, I was asking about our celebrities here in Ghana, and you said internationally. So does it mean locally? There is none that you have any contract to protect them in any way?
We have, but they are for their events. When they are having event, that's why they contact us, and we are not with them. You know, Ghana here, most of our artists believe in their own people being with them than having a private security. I mean, being with them. So normally,
Why do you think it is like that? Because what you are saying is the fact.
yes,
What you are saying is very factual. I move with some of them, so I know what you are talking about. When they are moving with their artists, if they don't even
they
want
don't
police
even,
or
even come close. It
yes,
becomes a problem. Like, they begin
They
to
don't want-
banter when you come close. And so normally, for me, I don't enjoy working with doing a CPO with, let's say, Ghanaian artists. I will always enjoy for me to secure your grounds, your event field before you get there, than being your CPO. But when you become the CPO,
there's conflict all the time.
because
With your experience in the profession, why do you think it is like that for them? Because I know sometimes you guys are even trained more than their security people.
because sometimes they are the people that have been with them for a very long time. So
They
I
trust
mean,
them.
you have you yourself, you know your rapport with my boss Shatta.
Yeah.
So assuming if I'm also a presenter and I have to come in between you and Shatta, probably Shatta will choose you over me because he knows you. But maybe I might do a better job professionally than not disrespecting
I get-
you,
no, I get you.
but
I
maybe
get
I
you
might
free.
do a professional job than what you would do. But he would prefer to go in for Sammy because you are the person he's
Comfortable
known
with.
or comfortable with all this you have.
Does it mean what they don't trust you guys?
It's not about trust. The people around them. That's the problem. Because the moment you get close to the artist, it's I don't know, but it's like you create some tension for them, and they will like when you draw a plan, and then you say, okay, this is how we are going to go. This is our route. This is how we go about it. This is your exit way. This is your entry. The moment you does that, you're like, yo, oh, man, I can't that. Malibu. All I can feel are you getting it?
Yeah.
And this is where the
Conflict comes.
conflict comes because you want to do it professionally and they also want to do it their
Their
own way
way.
because they believe in the normal way and say this is how we do it, so we will not change it. And it's a problem. It's a problem. It's a very big. Even sometimes when they come to meet you at the event grounds and you want to show them the way, this is how you must handle the artist. They'll tell you, don't worry, we are okay with our security. You just go and do your own thing. We'll do our own thing. And sometimes
No, you're right. What you are saying, Kennedy is 100% right because
a big problem.
I've experienced what he's saying, so I know exactly what he's talking
it's
about.
a big problem. Most
Yeah.
of the times they also come and then they'll be like, they'll be lost and be like, oh, you got a where you no easy, and not only that you keep the artist stranded and the artist has no idea of what is happening. Are you getting it? So I will entreat that the artist road managers or their securities that come to event with them, sometimes when they get to event and they meet us, they shouldn't worry, we'll not take the artists from them, we'll not take their work from them. But security is, is very broad, and you don't just stay on one side and feel yes you are secured over there, so that's all, you don't do any other thing else apart from sharing security. Because when you come and there is problem, without me, you don't even know how to exit from this place. So when I got here, somebody brought me in,
Yeah.
but I don't know the emergency exit. So if somebody says, Ken, this is the emergency exit, at all costs, I need to believe it because there is an emergency. But they say, no, we won't go that way. We'll go out this way.
So I think you just brought one serious point. So it means that when they come to a place, they should ask some questions from you guys.
Yeah, because
in terms of emergency, where do we pass? They should be asking all these questions, but they don't do it.
I didn't want to talk about this, but let me take
feel free.
Let me take it to Global Citizen. All the artists that came, I was with Usher. Okay. Usher's team was very, very strict. His guards, everything, they were very, very, very strict. So when they got here, they said, okay, we are not from here. This is where you come from. So you know the ups and downs. Okay, so this is how we want us to go.
They were telling you.
This is how I want it. So what is your plan? Let's bring it together and see how best it will help both of us. So we sat down, just about 4 guys. We drew our plan because sometimes when it comes to the artist, it has to be broad. It has to be just some few people knowing the route of the artist, how he's going to go about his movement and stuff. So this is how we went about it. And they said, okay, so take over. When they knew the plan, we knew they knew. So we combined it together. So okay, take over. We'll be on standby.
You gave the plan to them.
We share plans together.
Yeah, I get it.
And then they also okay.
Who said take over to who?
He came with his personal guards. Okay, so we brought these things together.
How many of them?
There were 2.
Okay.
There were many, but let's say his close CPOs were 2.
Okay.
So when we had this, I said, okay, so this is your land. Okay, although he is my artist, but now take over. We'll be on standby.
Oh, they said you guys should take over.
Yes.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we took the artist through everything. They are with us, but we took in charge for that short time. Wherever he goes, we show him. Okay, so every day we need to draw a plan. He will tell me, okay, today I want to go here. I'll go for rehearsals. I'll go for this. Okay. So all these things we put it together. Okay. So quickly we just draw a plan. His time to go, time to return, his entry, his exit, time to get back at the hotel, all these things. When he gets back at the hotel, he says, me, I don't have problem. I'm done with my work.
You go to your house.
But normally, when it comes to our people here, you see the artist is done with a show and he's going. Oh, somebody called, hey, shatta. And then we'll be like, I'm just using him just as an example. You see, oh, yeah, no more. And then just an old friend somewhere, you just rush to the artist, just want to have a communication with the artist. But at that point in time, I don't think it's advisable. Because the moment artist is done with a show,
he has to go home.
If he's your friend, meet him in the house.
Yeah.
That is security. But all the time, you see them, by the time you realize, people have just gathered the whole place, and it always brings extra work. Because I believe from training and professionalism tells you when the artist is done performing, everything is done for the artist. You don't even have to spend more than 2 minutes just finding him. The moment he gets out,
into his car, straight,
you exit. So when you exit, you go to your location. Whoever wants to see you, come to your house or your hotel. If he or she is welcome, you just call the person. But when they come, I would say they understand security more than our people. I'm not disrespecting them, but they understand the artist routine, security, CPOs, and who advise them. Because you see an artist, an advisor will come. Okay, I've seen this and this and this. Okay, so can you call and postpone your show for this? Trust me, he'll do it. Are you getting it? Because
if you advise an artist and a show that they should postpone it because of a security threat you have seen,
quickly, he'll do it. But when you come and say, Charlie, this show, the people did when a number, we have inadequate of numbers, so this one, just hold on a bit and let's wait.
As an inadequate security number.
So from the crowd to yourself and how to convey the artist in is not a problem. But sometimes conveying the artist back, that's where there's always a problem. So when you look at this and you say, okay, Charlie, I think we should hold on or we should go back and then just delay some time before we come in. Come on. You say, no. I just want to go on stage. Are you seeing? So sometimes
they don't listen to any advice.
No. Because I don't know. I understand sometimes you are just in a haste to go and perform and you want to impress your fans and a whole lot. But let's also consider the fact that security is something that is very, very important. We've made it look more on our surrounding to the extent that BBI are normal.
Okay.
Say, Ibia, we call ya or buy ya, nothing happened. It's normal. So we are probably yeah, we go by now normal. Yeah. Me too, I'll go and come. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
So me too, then I'll go and come and say it's normal. No, security is not done like that.
Wow. His name is Kennedy Awuni, head of operations at Asobo Security. Like I told you earlier,
Rambo, so.
most known as
Rambo.
Hey. Rambo, the Obotu. All right, so you can also call him Rambo if you meet him in town. But like I said, and then yes, you about security because last to be on this same platform. Yes, say near Bako, South Africa, a rapper, Obiako body tune. You person a betty me. There are some 3 artists in Ghana. Mempa Bonnie say, Oma Bay Mre, Ombe Bonum Sa, no Bemre, no Bon Quacra, no Macas, and Yum Mobi. No Majai. Name mum say, O didn't be the Kumo dear. I can have me pan. Artist 3. Omi means, Mempese Obi be proud. May not just say, oh, no, that's not what I mean. In fact, I say we need to protect them because if you are talking about our music legacies, these 3 are part of it. Internet, how safe are they? Now, you're near cyber security, you're stressing you're meeting your bomb because the security is even you, it's me. And you know, Rambo, our bomb corner security, or say even. You bet me so about our phone, all right, but still, you bet me deny security now. What in your command intelligence, Abbas, and then Miss my boy. So Kennedy, back to you. How safe are our artists? And here I'm talking about top stars when they are outside. How safe are they? You are an experienced person. You are trained, and despite the fact that they have their men around them, you still know the loopholes. How safe are they when they are out?
This question, Sammy. This question, they believe they are always safe.
They believe.
Cheesy. Thank you. They believe they are always safe because, from their point of view, that is what they've been doing, and they've been doing it severally, consistently, and it's been working for them. So they believe it's okay with them. So this is a point where I come and sit here and I'll say what they are doing is so and so and so. It's also a problem for me. I'm also putting my job on the line.
Okay.
I hope you are getting the point where I'm also coming from because these are people we work hand in hand with. We do the event for them, and I'll come here and I'll condemn the person and say what he's doing is so and so. I don't think it's right, but what I will also suggest is sometimes it's good to have your people around you, but security training is something they should take it very serious.
Yeah.
If you will not get people from outside to come and handle you, probably these are the people you've been working with. You know them more than any other person. They know you. These are people you can drink water, leave it to them. You come back and take it and drink, and a whole lot. You know, Ghanaian artists. Or this one, no men, think and say, "Obi in BB and all that." So I believe that in this state of where we are going to, because the threat is becoming more severe and severe, so they should help themselves, train their security people to be professionals.
Has any security from any of our artists come to you to say we want to have some training from your end?
No, it's always a banter.
What they do with you guys, the banter?
What they will say is that, Masa, Jaya Juma Mayo, and Majaya Juma. Are you getting the perception?
Yeah.
This is the perception they are having. I don't know. Sometimes I just wish they would understand something. My time with your artist is going to be like just 1 or 2 hours. 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. But this is somebody you've been going to his or her house day in and day out. You hang out with the person everywhere the person goes. You are with the person. I remember, okay, let me take it this way. I think 2 years ago, I think Ghana DJ Awards night was there. I think they still was Star Tower. So Shatta came. And he had to go upstairs. And his team came, and then we were just there, and then they were just doing their own thing. Okay, so later they came and said, okay, take us to where the event is ongoing. So we took them there. So when we finished, we were like, okay, so why don't we take the artists, whilst we are more known to that place,
You know the
exit,
ground
because there
floor.
was a lift, there was staircase also. You can choose to use any of them. So being a security person, such artist is a very big artist. So when he's exiting, you look at how to make sure this artist exits in the safer side of you. So okay, I sent 3 of my men. Okay, kindly go and do on standby, check grounds, and then give me a feedback. We always have our radios with us when we are working. So they check and say, okay, the lift is choked. Everybody is just on standby on the lift side, waiting to see Shatawale coming out of there. I say, okay. So then, why don't we swerve them by using the emergency exit? That is a staircase. That will help us. The artist was like, no. Sorry, the guards with the artist was like, no, this is where we come from. We need to use this side. Shatta wasn't even aware. I was like, yo, bro, calm down. We know this side, so we can tell you where is good for the artist to exit. And then he was like, no. Yes, I didn't know her. Someone didn't know, because I can see the car there. I said, fine, see the car, but I can tell you where we will exit. And trust me, they went there, it didn't work out. And then they came back, they said, oh, security. He was calling me security. I was like, yes. Oh, Charlie, because Shataban and Bubefu. Look at what you said. Because Shataban and Bubefu, because Yache. But then Shatta was talking to someone like, I think, and the Dusty or someone like that. I said, because Oban. I said, no, you see, if you had complied with me, this has been solved long time ago. So quickly, when he came, we changed the route. By the time everybody realized Shatta was with car going, it was very simple. So I will entreat that. Sometimes it's good. They know their work. We will not debunk that or take that from them. That is their work and that is what they've been doing. It's a very good thing. We appreciate them. Sometimes when they come, they should also give us the maximum respect that we are also doing our work to help them make everything successful.
This question is sensitive, but I still know that your professional advice would help us. Are our celebrities at the risk of snipers?
This question.
Yeah.
I'll choose not to talk about it because if I should say yes and someone go and
No. You see, that's why I said it is. I know, but what I mean is that let them know you are not safe, so they start preparing.
Myself and you, we are not safe.
I know, but they are more targeted than you and I.
That is the point. So it's good. So you help me tell them. You are not safe.
So I'm not safe, so they are also not safe.
Yes, so you help me that we tell them that you are not safe. You are not safe. It's something that you and I know.
Have you seen the video of AK how he was shot?
Yes, I saw it.
What was wrong according to your expertise?
I watched that video several times, and I was like, his team or his security team as at then, they were too relaxed. That was how it happened. But I'm not there, so I cannot, because this is the problem that artists, sometimes when they are outside, they should have it in mind. They should have it in mind that it's not that somebody is depriving them from having fun the way they want to, but it's just that at the moment you are out, everything is possible. So this is where you count on the person who you've hired and paying to take care of you. And if you hire somebody to take care of you and you are drinking and he's also drinking, you are eating and he's also eating, I'm telling you, brother, you are not safe.
Your security guy is drinking with you.
You are eating, he's eating.
Or for a bar, no, so afraid.
He's on phone, he's not serious.
Yeah, or snap it, or yes, snap.
No. If they were active, this wouldn't have happened because they would have seen. That's what I'm saying. When you have somebody, or let's say if you have an artist or any other person you're doing a CPU, you don't always look at the person. That's what you have to be for. You don't look at the person.
The fact that he's the principal doesn't mean keep your eye on him. The surroundings, rather.
He's not the one you're supposed to look out for.
I like this advice.
You don't look out for that person. You look out for the surrounding. Sometimes even look
Beyond. You
zoom yourself. You zoom. That's why sometimes you need to. It's training.
Yeah.
So when the person has that training, the moment he gets there, know, okay, my artist is going to the left. So where do I face? I also face the right. The other one face the other side, and then okay, we have one taking him in safely, and we'll not go in there and be seated and say we are drinking. But before we get here, we have about 2 men there who have already done ground surveying and say, okay, everything is cool. If the artist is going somewhere around 8 a.m., by 5 a.m. we need to have one guard on board, checking all these things to make sure his road is clear.
Reporting to you that.
Thank you. This is where our Ghanaian artists fail to understand.
So you guys are ready to do all these things for them, but they are not willing to cooperate.
The cost.
The cost?
Yes.
You charge them too much.
You don't charge them too much, but security is expensive.
But reduce your cost. No, what I mean is that Kennedy, you guys should reduce your cost so they can deal with you. Maybe you guys were able to deal with Usher because, of course, Usher is dealing in dollars. Usher, Burna Boy, and Co. But maybe our artists here, their dollar power is not that strong.
It's not that their dollar power is not that strong, but they don't believe in that system.
They don't believe
it's a system, it's a programming. They have different programming from security aspects. They become serious with security when they see that this situation has now become very severe. And and then you see him, hey, security. That's where they look out for security. But sometimes, most of them, these are issues or problems they can avoid from far. But they always ignore it because, oh, you see the money, they are normal. Yeah, because okay, I'll not mention the name. I did a CPU for one big man. And
politician?
No, he's a big man.
Okay.
You know him yourself.
Okay.
So he contacted us for CPU. I said, okay. So I asked him, he said he needed one. I said, no. But daddy, one CPU.
He said he needed just one person.
One person. I said, he said, oh, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I'm just going for my friend's birthday party, but just I'll be late. So if you know how to drive, so just one person said, okay, after the event, you just drive me home safely because it might be very. I said, no, daddy, you are a big man. And if you are going to an event like this, which is very far and it's going to be late night, I suggest we go in for 3 people. He said, oh, don't worry, one is okay. I said, no, daddy, this is a security person talking to you. And I advised. He said, okay, but they don't sit in my car. I said, no problem. So when he was going, he drove himself. I was in the car. He got down. I went and parked his car, but then my guys were there. So on our way coming, we had these Okada boys attacking him, attacking us. They didn't even know he was the one in the car. I get it. They didn't even know. So they just came and attacked the car. Lucky for us, I had 2 guys also coming from behind. So when they also came and they were able to overpower them, and then we got them arrested. So later when they say, oh boss, we don't know it's you. Oh boss, oh we are sorry. Oh boss, we are sorry. And I said, that you see. So assuming
you were just one.
And then they had weapon. You just shoot. They get what they want. The next day, because these guys that they were high, I don't know what they've taken, but they were high. And then the next day, they say, oh, there was so and so, protected by what? Aswabo security. And there was a gunshot and so. We don't know what would have happened. What happens? So later it's like, oh, okay. You are so good. I'll take you outside for more training. Oh yes. After that incident, he was like, I never knew, like, he had not gotten that. He had not gotten used to that aspect yet of security because everything can happen. Because you don't trust even your CP you are working with. Sometimes you don't put all the trust in it because security is very broad. Okay. Sometimes I remember one time I was working with one artist. Which I love him so much. I won't mention the name.
Bias Naba.
No, because I'll not mention the name.
No, Bias
I'll not mention the name.
You mentioned Shatawale, they didn't say you love him so much.
Shatawale is my godfather.
But what I mean, you mentioned, they didn't say you love him so much.
But you mentioned Shatta knows me, he knows.
So who is the one you love so much?
That's personal. That's personal.
I think maybe it's because of your profession, the way the person...
Don't mind Sammy. Sammy just wants to play a mind game of me, but I understand the point where he's coming from. So I was working with him, so we went somewhere like that. I was like, Charlie, Kennedy, you always, when you're with me, you be seated watching. You don't even. I said, boss, why do I have to watch you? Me, I know you that. If I need you, I can come to your house and see you. So I don't see the reason why I should keep watching you because you are not new to me. So you know me and you there. Everything is cool so I don't have to keep watching you. He said, oh, okay. So we were just seated. He was seated this way. So I was just seated watching from eyes and eyes, and So I saw a waiter coming with a drink. He went back in. I was like, okay. I didn't really take it that serious, so I just relaxed and I was just observing. So later I saw the same waiter coming, but I changed the tray he was coming. So when he came and I asked him, what is this? He said, I'm coming to self-check. I said, okay, can I inspect what is in it? He said, oh no. I said, no. It's my work and I will inspect it. So when I was inspecting, then I saw a scissors in the tray and I asked him, so what is this for? Hey, it's serious. He said, that's why I said I don't want to mention the name. Yeah. So when I asked him, what is this for?
A guy,
he told me the other man on the table sent somebody to tell me to add the scissors on the tray.
Wow.
Have you seen how
another man told him to bring a scissors?
And he was on the same table. Sometimes you know how our clubs are.
Yeah.
Normally the tables are very close.
Yeah.
Even in
so
the
this
VVIP,
was in the club?
In the VVIP, you see sometimes, apart from the separated one, but when you want to see
you
where
the big couch,
yes, you see the big men, but they are more close. So the table was just like this, just a table cross, but the chair was here and the other man was here. So he said he should add scissors. I was like, this is not his order, so why do you add scissors? So this is the case. We took it on and on and on and on and on. So later we realized they had a beef. So the scissors, if I lost focus, that scissors would have been on the table and
anything could have happened.
So when you see a scissors on the table, sometimes most people will not take it serious, but it's one of the most deadliest weapons because it could
scissors,
Yes. It could do a lot without your thinking. Are you getting it? So these are the things I would say. Security, we don't compromise. I always talk about this when it comes to security. We don't compromise at all.
What is your average, like rough estimation of a CPU cost for say 24 hours?
I think you need to come to the office. I cannot give.
No, rough.
It depends.
That's what I'm saying.
It depends. It depends on the type of CPU you want. People get a lot of CPUs, but they don't move with them.
Let's say a good number of about 3 personnel.
Yeah.
Will it cost like 5,000?
I think
or less.
I have to talk to the accountant. They are the finance team take charge of it.
For someone is watching and he wants to take.
I'll tell you, Sammy. As well, we don't charge that huge that you can afford, and we are very flexible when it comes to our clients and the financial aspect. We understand how the situation is. So whenever you want to work with us, just feel free, come talk to us. Okay, Aswabu, I want to work with you. This is the number I want. So how do we go about it? So
how do you charge? Hours, days? How do you charge?
Hours.
You charge in hours?
Yes. 8 hours.
8 hours?
Yes.
Oh, so to you 8 hours a day, more or less.
That's how we charge.
No, I get it. What I mean is that
that's for a day.
Yes. That's for a day.
But you can get a guide for the whole day, 24 hours, however you want it. That's why I say it depends on how you want to put your proposal to us and just talk about it.
Why do you guys cover your faces when you're on duty?
Okay, because of similarity. We know a lot of people. So sometimes it's very good you cover your face when you are working because I know you, you come and say this, they will distract you. Just to stop or prevent that distraction from coming, you cover your face, you are working. You have no problem with anybody. That's all.
It is not done when we go for international shows, so why do you guys do it here in Ghana?
It's done.
Oh, we go for international shows, we don't see their security, their faces covered, especially when it has to do with events.
Sammy, let's put it this way. International security apparatus understand security more than our people do here. Somebody knows that this is an event. You don't sell ticket. Because he knows you, hey Rambo. Charlie, make 100 Ghana, bet my money, why not my realm? Are you getting it? Make 1,000 over. You can for 10, you want me realm. This is something that is a very tough challenge in the system. And for me, these are things that I don't want it to come to my end because when you said I'll just tell you trash. So sometimes to avoid all these things from far,
that's why you do that.
I'll cover my face.
So
you don't even know whether it's me or not.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
My whole face is
I
covered.
see that often. I go to some events. I know the security guy is talking to me like he knows me, but me, I can't identify.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't identify the person.
It helps. It helps a lot. It helps
Okay,
a lot.
now I
It helps a lot.
understand. Now I understand. How about your training for crowd control? Looks like that is also a problem because when the artists are performing, you realize that the fans would want to rush to the stage, and you guys, some of the time you be beating them, sometimes they will use the things, sometimes even some people will even be spraying pepper spray and all. In terms of crowd control, what is the expertise of the security guys in Ghana, and especially Aswabo security? Because like you said, almost all the big events you guys were doing the security services, and crowd control is very, very major. I don't know if you guys did Afro Nation. Did you guys do Afro Nation?
I don't want to talk about it.
No. I have some questions there.
I just don't want to talk about it. We were part.
You were part
But
with
I
other
just-
security officers.
Yes.
So because you were part, can I say with Afro Nation Day 2, everybody who was on duty as a security guy failed, including Aswabo?
That's why I say I don't want to talk about it.
No, we should be able to talk
I don't want
about
to talk about it because, Sammy.
No, Ken, we should be able to talk about it.
This is your
Because
house.
second
I'm coming.
second day Afro
The
Nation,
first day was even mess.
but at least the show
second day-
the show
the
was
second
able
day-
to
the
run
second day-
from beginning to end. Second day, we could not run the complete show. We had to end it.
Because of the intelligence we gathered on the field, we told them this cannot go on. You see, I don't want to talk about this thing because this thing has gone a very long way. Are you getting it? It has gone a very long way, and sometimes when you want to talk about certain things, people will feel that you are discrediting them, and you are making them feel that, you know. But I believe that. But this matter is still ongoing. The investigation ongoing.
Okay, so what Ken is refusing to say, I'll say it. This is my show. Maybe Ken doesn't want to say it, but I'll say it. On Afro Nation Day 2, I saw security people who were just not at post. They were there, but they were not working. I saw security people who would just open gates for 10 people to enter without checking anything.
They were not from Aswabo.
That's what I'm saying, security
Thank you.
people.
They were not from Aswabo.
Where were they from?
I don't know, but they were. If you were there, you noticed that there were almost 4 or 3 different kind of securities there. If you look at Global City, it was fully covered by Aswabo. Look at what happened. It was chest on point.
Because Afro Nation Day 2, security people were there. They would just even gates that are supposed to use only for exiting. You see, they open for people to enter.
Thank you.
So in the middle of the show, the people were overcrowded. Stampede was about happening, and they had to call or cancel the show. They called off the show. And Ken said they were also there. That's why I want to put it to him that then it means that Aswabo with the rest of the security people, they all failed.
With the national security, not with the. They just make it broad because it
we
wasn't
should add the
Aswabo.
national security.
The national security was also there. Everybody was present.
Okay, including the
was
national
there,
security.
The police was there. The army was there.
Oh, that's
the
what I'm
fire
saying. All
service,
security people.
Everybody, prisons, everybody was there.
That's what I'm saying. All security people.
So,
But would you admit all security people on the day failed? Would you admit?
the whole show from beginning till the end failed by security.
Thank
It
you.
wasn't the first or the second day.
Yes, because I had the first day. I was not there. That's why I don't want to
Is
say
it-
anything about the first
is
day.
it-
I'm
sometimes,
talking about
eh?
the second day because I was there myself.
Sometimes this is a problem. I will say this on air. We are all Ghanaians. So when you see your brother progressing, how and treat, you show love and care. Don't be going around sabotaging your brother just because you also want to do what he's doing. This is a problem that has taken us down, 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 down. And this is something people are still interested in. When you see your brother progressing, please, let's help.
You mean the case is still being investigated?
Yes. When you see your brother progressing, don't say, oh, so I'm going to event normal. And yes, we're a better security company, but the work we do before we go on event grounds, and this is something, the first Afro Nation was done by who? Aswabo.
Yeah.
And everybody could testify.
It was perfect. Yeah.
It was
I heard-
handled all over by Aswabo.
I heard that.
And yourself, you could testify it.
Yeah.
So if there is something and then people went to a lobby and blah, blah, blah to just be there and the whole thing for. So Aswabo is just out of that.
No, Aswabo can't be out of
No,
it.
no, you don't get, the first day we're not even there. Sammy, I just want to talk about this whole thing. You see, because, you see, in this system, when somebody does something and you're talking about it, it turns out to be that you
hate them.
You hate them because they're also doing what you are doing.
Yeah.
But my brother, my sister, I love everybody. And I always pray that whatever everybody do or does should go on. So that mine will also do what?
Go on.
There were more event security companies before as well. We also came, we are doing ours. Those who will see, will see. Those who recommend are recommending. There will not be any circumstance you see that there's a swabble person saying that, oh, we want money and access. You will not even hear that from anywhere. Are you getting it? Shatter, any Shatter show, you know we've been handling Shatter show. You know.
I know.
Any of his big shows, you see us handling it. Are you getting it? So, but we will not go and then brag or say things that are not there.
So what does it mean that in terms of crowd control, security agencies or security companies in Ghana are not up to the task?
Sammy, no, let me tell you. There is, I will tell you this and you have to take it or leave it. There is no security company that can say we can control crowd. We manage. Thank you.
You manage it.
You manage it.
You can't control crowd.
Let me tell you, you end up destroying the whole thing. You see, when it comes to crowd, when the people are coming, okay, they are on course. They are on good course. Okay? The moment they come, they begin to drink. They begin to
smoke.
Take substance.
Thank you. They begin to enjoy. They go through the whole thing and they are having fun. They are just enjoying themselves and the hyper keep coming and coming. So these are people, you manage them. You can't control that person. You only manage them. Make sure they are calm. When the show is over, just keep managing them small, and they are gone. Assuming we have about, let's say, 1,000 security men, we have about 30,000 crowd. How can you manage these people? Sorry, how can you control these people? It's all what you need to do is managing. That's why before we organize an event, there need to be several meetings about security briefing. You look at all these things, how to manage. You see, risk and safety team and a whole lot of stuff. We go through all these things. And most of this is why it's always progressing, because before you call us for event and it's too short, we look at the tempo of the event. Sometimes we call it off because at the end of the day, it's going to be a swabble on the headline. And when we are on the headline, everybody is expecting us to deliver because we've been doing that, and that is the cause we've been going and going and going. So I believe that most of the people, you don't just take all these things serious. And it's a problem, Sammy. It's a problem because when it has to do with events, sometimes you need to manage all these things. So when sometimes you see our guys just with the tasers, they'll just pass and then for you to just feel some awareness. So you see that person, hey, then are you okay? Are you okay? So this is how it's being done. You only manage them, but you can't control them.
All right. My guest here is Kennedy Auni. He is the head of operations at Asuabo Security. We are talking about security for our celebrities, especially when they are out, because we don't want what happened in South Africa to happen here in Ghana as well. We love our artists. We want to protect them, and we want to learn from the security experts. And of course, I think Kennedy has been good in providing some beautiful responses to the questions we asked. Now, Mamenko Mapan for her, Abbas Moise is here, and Sammy Rasta is also here. Amumi said the answer, Jack Ken or Amanako. Yes, Sammy. Question two.
Would be a question. I think remember when you producer also. I think we did this in the old house. Yes, with the back.
Your boy AK to the MCA.
What's the idea, baby? Some of these topics are very, very important. It's not always Babeka artists no one ceremony but some of these things, you know, I agree with him when or can say Ghana for attitude be BNC. And not dear BNC. That is why VGMA as the same because see finance security for our own Ajum. To be BNC no idea. Oh yeah, a celebrity, an artist, an actor who free. Or tibia na wumu dadama any penny bow so as you begin to think another direction. because in fact we are artists. Obian say Ghana is peaceful. You there. But be grandpa now town for on person be maybe crown free Ghana. As an artist somewhere be crown a due bonnie. So all these things should be checked.
Yeah.
Your law side, as in law, your security and all those things. Ese winya expecta obetimi aboa. Sometimes say ofan say mini nipa we na anantie nyini. And you know everything. Ese ono an eya. Obianka say there are some loyalty in all those kind of things, but say bia Madam Funina me start me bonum ena or ye me Facebook adwuma ma me. Say my beye kese. I should ask myself, say, baby, or handle me Facebook no, or standard now, me drew na. If you still want to keep the person, you get the person that training. So when the panel na started, who come baby, would do a cheat, or I am loyal to you. But baby, I would do no, nim the so you get an expert to direct the person, say. Then you see that when the understanding comes, it won't be difficult for them to even work with Sedi or Osikan to collaborate with them because you know enim dia na be yepe nti their security outside no be can or the language na se say ye be kono yes ye nyina ye draw no ba se koba se we need that training now. Obehu the other security now free outside there as a threat.
Thank you.
And your threat too, because omu nim dia no enye painting omu say threatening.
Okay.
Because omu say artist ni be hu say bi adwuma bia ye we na ya e bia no aka che say o chale ma me nkofo akwa me hye ho no we yi na free.
Next time me
nkofo omu bi. And see, your best artist say, as you grow, make sure the people surrounding you also have that growth, no? Because untimi nyini enja won call for mudi wechi ono. Even artist managers crampo, sometimes they should push them to do some courses.
Yeah.
Be those kind of things beboa than say, oh, this is my person. It's, you know, there was the kind of knowledge out there, but you speak with experience and you know what you are up to. And we encourage our celebrities say, take it because you don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You will not know that bad day.
That basically
it can easily happen to you when you're aware. And so you start preparing towards it. As you are getting the money, you are buying nice cars, you are buying nice houses and all those things. Yes. And the money shouldn't go one direction. Are they more comfortable in your life, your security? So you should also get some money towards that direction. Say, this is my security. If I have my life, even I'm not singing or acting or whatever again, I have my life. You will love that than say, so thank you very much for the information.
Perfectly said. Now, my supply information with Ken when he said, say, sometimes artists, you know, are more security for no, or more person be more star no their mama. There have been occasions in so Ken. Yeah. If you are police for, yes, say on your stage now on guide no. Ube police ni watch phone no recording bodyguard na security guard no free baby abana wa bekan ho no time na we jai no artist no edi na man no watch ni phone on any kutwa selfie. You see, these are some of the things that happen in TAD omon peno because minim security ni no she artist na watch ni phone. Oh, Charlie, selfie. Like, it is no, no, feel say, okay, I'm protecting my artist. No, only animal. So, yes, and you're money now, but in some cases, this will happen. You call Kumasi, just last week with Shatawale Sacrum invasion. Police for and stage go and come big night then. Thank you. Police for they come stage so much night then. Much stage na 6 because the stage was really high. Make my say more than 6 feet. It can munyina see ho. Police for that big na stage ne so bi. Omunye na stage ne so. Now we down obitimi free omumu. E ba beto ne ho be so artist. It is a me if I'm the artist security. Do you think I would rely on you? Omu jina ho entry na dira stage in this no. Omu jina ho me come ani abet my be 8 almost 10. Obitimi fam e beto ne ho be stage. Because no jam no dey or perform it. Meaning police back or to shut down from beginning to end. I'm not saying don't be fine. But at that time, like Ken said, you are working.
Yeah.
Obi jina ho wa phone. Police knew. Or you recorded. Or you shut. Otimi ya ese. Or you shut am rem no no sumo bi. Na ka so na wo hampa. Charlie.
Sammy just.
And someone no. Me say sometimes na. I'm not falling into my ear, but we have seen some 1 or 2 encounters here. No, na boys no almost take his decision. Is that you jam mamma, you disappoint because that day, for instance, I know security, police in Kumasi will be watching. That day, your people on the stage, and I'll not say all of them. Your people on the stage, they really disappointed us. Because time I feel had the police for now. Oh, but you know, it wasn't once, it wasn't twice.
Sammy.
Yes. Now, obey or final remarks. Ababas come through.
Sammy, I've listened to him. Talent management, event management, lifestyle. I've dealt with all these things. Talking from talent management, I can't trust a security man in Ghana. No, I can't trust my artist life onto them. I can coexist with them, hoping that they will do the best.
Why can't you trust?
Starting from the Ghana.
Why can't you trust your artist in the hands?
Their focus and their attentiveness to the job is not 100%.
Okay.
I've been at events with my talent that security personnel that I'm expecting for them to watch my artists are taking pictures of my artists, are taking drink on our table, are demanding for extra sorting from me.
Yes,
which I thought the event organizer have sought you out. Yours, even I can't trust you when it's only the D-Day that I hear of you. We do recce before the day of the event. We go to events place and all the stuff to do recce. We don't hear about you. The event organizer have not introduced you to us. They have not said anything. We just get there. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, Mumfasi, Mumbra. Baby, I can't say a so. As a talent manager, the moment I get to any event location, my artists go to the hotel, I go to the event center, do all the survey. When I'm doing that survey, I don't meet you. How do I leave my artist to you?
Okay.
When I check with the owner, I say, oh, this is where you sit, this is how you sit. Okay, I tell you, my team members, this person will sit. I went to tell the team, this is how we go, this is how we do it. Now, I'm watching from behind, I've given my people clue. Now you are coming to talk to my people. No, it's not my people that you need to talk to. It's me, the manager of the entire team. And there's one thing always when I'm with the team, I'll tell everybody, look, for me, that's why I can beat my chest. I tell you, if we are all insane, me alone, there will be sane. So you will never find Abbas with a talent drinking alcohol or anything. The worst drink I've taken at an event is water. As a manager, no monsieur, bodyguard, no monsieur. Mudru hotel, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., munye dia mubeye, munshi dia mubeshi, munye, whatever. But no monsieur, and I always tell my talent, Charlie, at event, you and make, because that's where we make certain contract decision, certain money, and people come there to take video, pictures, and also there are some girls be me when one on the party B, one on the party C, say blocking. Because I get no cause you what is problem. That's I've been going to as an event manager. That's I've been my boss show will win the back. Security company they go me. Or go show no go forward na me so. Because yeah boss show no. Na me hu me sika. Me hu sika ba ko anu. Dey bia me bomb dia.
Adamu ye dey.
That's I've been. Omo jina ho na. Chese we ba na waji fake ticket kwa ye kra no security for no na ton.
Am for a
fake ticket.
Had the security for no. And no muton.
And almost no money mo low post ni na. Say woni ba beachside crowd ya wo baby a in conform to na fa corner.
Sir Charles
winning by University of Education.
Yes,
that's back,
field,
you know.
yes.
That you see that small gate
yes,
to do.
We've had event there before.
Our man for famous but mo the security 3 as you reliable who was stage who kofo you are from kofo taking the go say enko uba abonti enko ba kofo no na ewure mu. Hey. Inye metua uka. That's I mean level 3. Mini level 3 about show. Look, camera chief security man no Jessica. Yanini ye catering still on your. So as the owner of the event, I was said me china gate. Na prince so be china gate. Ye china who friend level 3 is the catcher. Now okay, omudim say I own a part of the show. So when I'm at there, I behave like me because me body me fear. Let me be say oh me a boy. Imagine no security they catch him say na there we say here no body say how be now boss me you rely on already. On we your carry your meet here no. Because it's here 4-day show. Day one meet here no here bibia or we are your baby. Let me catch us okay. Because I want to know at the end. Oh yes, I need a call almost second in command. Our first in command there was very smart guy. Yes, Anna. Your chess cannon was on the second command. Or chess cannon, we know what you are. And I'm friend with the Pamsi. Yeah, chess cannon, it's also better than I do with you. I'm confused. You say, oh, maybe dear, maybe it's cacao. I don't see cacao. It's a chedia. Oh, you know, be about, oh, you be about, oh. They're like, they were very, very stupid. It's about the charge of man. So that was when I said, look, there will be a contract. Yeah, if you have found that this, that. What if they say, shukra? What would you get any? What who all my number? Who said yes, number? Na, Obi ton Safita Monty.
Say be a little bit.
Okay. I won't feel get the bedroom inside. Nimu say we on found your she. Or my secret no to tell no fawichi. Now I've monitored severally. And these are people call themselves. Look, a Ghana security for crowd there. The reason why we had police, military, fire service, and ambulance to it is that it's mandatory.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. Because it's mandatory, they need to be first aid. When the shade at the more. Police here push why any feet say into who come from them now crowd was she were high red. No she would die from them, not 2 or 2 were obey. Me I can say Abu Ghana police and I said that's as a lifestyle. Now this is when I deal with the talent managers and the people in the industry. We don't see the need to say okay like life. But you see, at too many artists na mo Ghana, no be have a sorry come. Who you need say na what is about?
Thank you.
Sure, me to me catch me and say, what do you mean? Say bibi ya who do they tell? Obi wa who bibi say an ordinary samba o kon or the bibi be go who crana. Even spiritual implication. Then in na makwano onim on see your person traffic or your fan. Or your fan say who to many artists call radio who call radio talk. Present be on baby I know about what is what is a NG. Who kwa show. Mu call radio talk. Ya catch him some bekoi. No, ya di mu jina never call jina sport be. Like your routine is not calculated. What is air call bar? Air call joint, ya call didi, ya call restaurant. Obi tina no one what we came feel on you on about sit a question with you. Ugo kasana what is zagat de Ghana yeshi picture na no better. One trap picture so. Akwa we obejina AK111. It won't know the benefit it's not from afar.
Yeah.
And some can happen anywhere. And you know, I don't know. But maybe send obia nyakuma bo obia. Maybe can say peace of mind is very expensive than violence. Unya nyebi maybe ye mu be call Liberian. ah who to efa obi war any nyama
Yeah.
ankofo no express nyama true like you appreciate the Ghana you are living in. Who call Nigeria no mu catch say you kidnap nkofo. If you have no experience, you don't have a Nigerian friend that tell you the horror they went through in kidnapping some of their people and how it goes and how the torture is. Meeting at dem obi last obi can say young court we say hey why would I court to that? Ghana court to you why would I be that? Oh rebia oh we she say we thank for po ebefa ho. And we are so like your family we are normal and that is our crime as creatives and talent management.
Okay. Thank you so much, Abbas Moise and Sammy Rasta. Intelligent input here. Ken responded to, but I responded and nothing. Me read the messages now. Angel maybe another time. I'm sure we'll be beating you again.
Okay, I will come in with my brother Alaji. He made mention that he will not on any cause leave his artists in
any security.
No, I think I understand the point where he is coming from. The system has built us to a certain point that you feel that your brother is not capable or is not worthy of doing something due to your experience that you've gone through or what you've been through. But I advise him that let us not cut it across. Fine, it's there.
Some people have
but the system is growing.
Okay.
People are learning.
Okay.
So that's why before you go in for somebody, you go in for the best. And I always recommend that Swabo Security for you. Okay. If you've not worked with us before, you try that and then you see how best.
But you're not telling us your charges, so how do we try it?
No, the charges, don't worry about that, Sammy. This one is nothing. Okay. See, if you want to see our charges, see Sammy. Come to the office. Case closed. No problem. And then also, let me make mention about the police being on the stage. And you see, this is a problem that before the event, it has to be discussed. Okay? Police are not for events. They are there to stir and to deter people. So they are always, whenever you see a Swabo on event, you see that it's a two team. We split the police on a visible places.
Visibility purpose.
They are there for visibility purpose in case. Sometimes there are instances we arrest the people, we just keep them on the side. After I just take off, I lose my handcuff, I hand them over to the police, they take him and then they go. Police don't normally come to the stage because that's not what they are supposed to. They are for visibility purpose. Yeah. So we use them on their various points, vantage points in terms of patrols and stuff. So if you are doing events, I would advise you don't bring police to the stage. Because when they come there, what are they coming to do?
To have fun.
No, you didn't hire them to be your
technical people.
No, or to be your CPOs or something.
Yeah.
That is why we have private security, trained one. They will take charge of that. So these are people you sit down, you do meetings severally, you go back and forth about the whole thing. You do, and then you just show, okay, this is how we want the event to go. So bring your ideas, bring your ideas, bring your ideas. So we combine it together. We say, okay, this is how we want to go with. But the policeman will just appear on that day because you maybe wrote a letter to the regional or the district commander that you'll be needing maybe this amount of people, and then maybe they'll come and do a recce just to survey the place. Okay, how many people do you need? You just tell them and they are there on point. They are there for visibility purpose. The fire is there for in case of any emergency. So I recommend that Swabo Security for you at all costs. We are on top.
Now, Ken, let me ask you my very last question, and I really need an answer from you. Who among our celebrities, musicians, actors, radio personalities needs the best of security, looking at how they operate?
Sammy, everyone.
No.
Every celebrity or artist is important to us.
I know everybody needs it, but what I mean is that you have been observing them. You are trained. You see what some people don't see. Who would you advise that? This guy advised that he always tightens his security.
Sammy, this question. The system we are in, they all go through the same system.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Okay.
The system they are in, they all go through the same system. So I advise all of them.
Okay. You can't mention one.
I advise all of them that from the onset, they should train all their internal security so that they will have more idea about security. Not sometimes you see them, they'll come to the event. looking at the artists.
Uh-huh.
So people be so no ma. But artists they be fine. If I no free him, they be so no.
I see.
So, see, I was very happy at the Global Citizen there. This lady, what's the name?
From where?
She's from I think it's in the UK. I forgot the name. She's
Artist?
Yeah, artist. There were two females.
Yeah.
The other one is Caesar. Was it Caesar?
Caesar, yeah.
Yeah, Caesar. I enjoyed his team. Although I wasn't part of his team, but I enjoyed his team. He had about 8 to 9 ground. I mean, TPO she brought. The moment they come,
She brought them.
She brought them. The moment they drop, they came with their band, everything. The moment they come, they hand him over to the guys here. They don't even need to be there. You see them all around the midst of people, observing what is happening. That is the most important thing. And that's what we've been doing as well, because you see people in there, but they'll not be in as well. They are observing you quickly. They'll call. We've seen this here, so kindly watch out. So you see them in the midst of the people. That shows that you are protecting your artist. So when you come to the event, your artist on the stage, you have security men there, and all of you pack yourself back of the stage, sometimes on the stage, just with the artist. So assuming somebody is from there, want to do something, how would you know?
He wants to do something.
Now you getting it. He or she wants to do something. How would you know?
What thing?
I don't know. It could be anything. How you getting it?
But he said he wants to do something.
Yeah, so you should see where I'm coming from. so this is what I would advise. Sometimes when you come to event like this, I will entreat that you rather split yourselves, look around, look far.
Yeah.
You should know the timing. Sometimes they don't even know the time the artist is starting, the time. It's a whole lot. They need to.
Good evening, Sammy Flex. Please ask the security man that how much do security personnel charge for their services, and do they take their salaries daily, weekly, or monthly? Mr. Splendor from East Legon is asking this question. This one also says, Uncle Sammy, big ups to you. I have a question. Are security guys supposed to be spiritually inclined, whilst the artist is aware? For example, is Juju security team allowed to guard? No, but this is a serious question. No, this is a serious question.
Security doesn't work like that. What is Juju?
Say there obi ebioni bakono obano on ma with physical.
That is why.
Ebia obi artist nature no.
Before you are an artist, you see sometimes
I'm coming to you. On Facebook, Charles Mafu says you are live at Insuta Chia, and Rasbona says big ups to you. Fred Apia says good evening everyone. Brasami, Miss G on her show on 3 Music says Stone Boy has the best security among his peers because they handed him a gun to fire to defend. Because they handed him a gun to fire to defend himself at the VGMA Awards night when Shatawala and his team mounted the stage. Patience. What is the take of your guest as a security expert? Really, I want you to answer.
Okay, as I made mention earlier. Anyone or everyone.
No, let's pay attention to this.
Yes, what I'm saying, every one of us here is entitled to register a weapon on his name. Okay, so if Stonewall registers a weapon on his name and feel threatened, probably he could showcase it depending on, because before you go through that procedure, you'll be taken through the training, the ups and downs, how to use it, when to use it. Are you getting it? So I will not condemn his act. I think this case was resolved in court or something. So, but I'll just say he tried to defend himself, but that wasn't professional enough, though. But that's what he felt, because but then there were a lot of military men and policemen there. So
well, we can only end it here. I'm sure we will continue on another day. And I've enjoyed the company of Kennedy Soma. Ken, we'll call you again.
No problem.
This is part 1 of the conversation. Maybe part 2 we'll call you and we talk about other things, how we should conduct ourselves when we are in public places where we are not performing as artists. Because today we've looked at more of performance. So artists can also go somewhere, go to the restaurant. Because like AK, he was at the restaurant. I'm sure maybe it's just one of the reasons why the bodyguards were relaxed a little bit, because they thought, oh, Sahade, a Nipa and North. Unfortunately, that was where they were also taken aback. They were surprised. It surprised you. And I'll be the question by my Miss Ansani upon. You see a boat, and a security man, Johnny Cock.
That is unprofessional.
That was unprofessional. Ken, so are you sure when you hear gunshots, you face it?
But listen, training will tell you. That's why I see, if you go to training, you see, we lack something in this environment. We don't want to learn. Training will tell you the moment you hear a gunshot and you are alive, what is the next thing to do, Sammy?
Run.
Why would you run? You run to be a target. Go down. The moment you hear a gunshot and you are still alive, the next thing to do is to go down. So when you go down, then you learn. The next thing you do is to learn how to take cover. You don't run.
Why a person can't shoot you down?
No, it's
hard.
hard. It's hard
To shoot down.
Come on, Sammy.
There's a gauge point.
Before the person does that, you can crawl or something. It's very difficult. The person will not even get you on the target in which he or she is looking for. That might take your life. So the moment you hear a gunshot,
you got to shoot someone who is down, huh?
yeah.
Oh, now
The
that
moment
you
you
know.
hear a gunshot and you are alive,
Now
just
that
go
we
down.
know. Anytime we hit.
It's not that Sammy go down like this. So you look at the angle. Probably you look at where the angle is coming from. But if you don't see that, you just go down quickly. Assuming you go down here, you look for where you can take cover, and then quickly, if you don't have anything on you, you call for reinforcement. Simple.
But a security man ran into the car.
Because as I said is that Obi Oha, maybe they are just friends hanging out. I mean, I always even advise, if you are a celebrity or something, eating at a restaurant shouldn't be your habit.
Yeah.
It should be out of your line. If you are going for a business meeting, that's different. But restaurant eating and all those kind of things, see, it's not even advisable. Thank you.
That's what I said. That would be the next conversation.